Hey, teacups, it's your girl Monica. Welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. Joining me tonight are teacup affiliates, Plez.
Hey,
I love that lipstick. Oh, look
thank
at you.
you.
Lipstick popping. I love it.
Thank
We
you,
also
girl.
have Schoolboy in the building. Hey, Schoolboy.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. Joining us are the Bishop. Hey, Bishop.
Look at
Hey.
Hey. You swear you Barry White, boy. Oh my God. And also joining us tonight is Teacup affiliate Marcella out of the DMV.
Hi, everybody.
Hey. How you doing, Marcella?
Hey.
I'm doing great. Miss you guys, but I've been peeking you out every night.
We missed you too. We missed you too, my
Missed
love.
you.
All right, y'all. Before we get into stuff, first and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need y'all to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, bang that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the piping hot tea that we serve on this channel. And while you're at it, you might as well hit that like button. You're down there anyway. Hit the like button. All right, teacups, on the agenda tonight, Karen Huger exposes Gizelle Bryant's dark secret. Wendy Williams shades Kevin's baby mama, Sheree Hudson, and his baby.
Again?
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm gonna pray for Wendy.
She needs some prayers, honey. Sheree Whitfield is clapping back at Latoya Ali. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it.
A website called All About the Tea.
She told all about the tea that during the fight.
Teacups, before we start tonight's show, I just want to have a moment of silence to remember Kobe Bryant and his beautiful daughter, Gianna Gigi, who left this world on this day in 2020. All right, y'all. All right. Up first, Karen Huger exposes Gizelle Bryant. Child, it is going down in the DMV, y'all. So, listen, filming on RHOP season 6 is supposed to start the first week of February. That's what I'm being told. February 1st is the start date that they were given. Okay, so. And the gloves are off. Karen Huger is not playing around, okay? Karen Huger knows she has a target on her back by Jazelle, Robin, Candace, and Wendy. And she's coming out, swinging. She's not playing around. Look at that. Look at Karen.
Come on, Karen.
Look at Miss Karen, okay? Ashley is someplace in the middle. You know how she played the fence, depending on what mood she's in. She'll swing that way. Karen, Karen really has no allies on this cast. She needs to come out swinging, bring out the big gun. And what I mean by the big guns is her arsenal of secrets, okay? Karen did an Instagram live recently with comedian Lunel, and she spilled a lot of tea, okay? So according to Karen, Jazelle is allegedly a drunk, okay? Now, this makes a lot of sense. It explains a lot for me, especially those bloated ankles, aka cankles, the stove, aka stovepipe legs, also her bloated face. We all saw it at the reunion. We did. I mean, what else could that be? What else? Child, listen. Karen Huger herself has been pointing out Gizelle's bloated face, hands, ankles, comparing the swelling to alcohol and inflammation. Okay. In other words, Gizelle has a drinking problem, like I said. And as they say in the street, she's a wino, a drunk. Karen is also dropping hints as to why Gizelle's life is so miserable. Karen said, and I quote, she was bitter and defensive. You know, Karen's talking about Gizelle's behavior at the reunion, and we all saw it. She really was bitter and defensive. Karen added that it was very difficult to talk to her. She also said, and I quote, I don't know, have you seen her lately? Well, she's very, her face is bloated, her hands are bloated, her ankles are bloated. It almost looks like alcohol inflammation. I'm gonna stop right there. Please sound off on what the tea that Karen is spilling.
Well, because Gizelle is not my favorite person, I'm here for the tea. It could be some other issues going on with her. As much as she likes to talk about Karen's age, Gizelle is no spring chicken either. And, when we start to cross into our 50s, you get lots of healthcare issues sometimes. Some are beyond your control. So she could be struggling with heart disease. She could be struggling with lymphedema like Wendy Williams. I pray it's neither one of those. Because if it is, in fact, just alcohol, the good news is she can get her a good old AAA card and get on the path to recovery. Jamal is always talking about how he helps drug addicts and people who are struggling in the throes of addiction. So I think she should call her ex-husband and baby daddy, and that could be a new movement that they go together on to save some lives and otherwise ignore and try to cover up his other ways by trying to save the folks from alcohol addiction, child. Go on, Gizelle. You got your new platform. Thank Karen again.
Amen. Let the church say amen. Pastor Jamal, if you're listening, Gizelle's in need. You need to save that soul. You really do. Schoolboys, sound off on this piping hot tea. Gizelle's a wino, apparently.
Did you say save that soul?
Mm-hmm.
Don't save her.
I don't know if Pastor Holyhor is qualified to save that soul. I think he had her before, and he couldn't save her then. So I think we need to get her over to somebody else, maybe TD Jakes. He got a sober program for people. That might be where she might need to go. It's a shame and a scandal she out here drinking like this. But that man got her stressed out. Them kids, them baby mamas. She probably ain't getting no much child support like she used to. The alimony probably been cut off. He needed to help her keep that plot line last year on the show. And, that busted up. Monique just busted the whole thing up right there. So I'm going to just keep her lifted in prayer, because at this point, if Karen's shooting shots like this, I'm going to need her to keep with the slugs. I need her to hit all of them. Get Candace while you at it.
Mm-hmm.
Monica, can I just clarify my joke for the slow people in the backyard? I know it's AA, but for Gizelle, it is triple A, because she's the anointed one. Y'all forgot? The anointed alcohol anonymous.
Oh, not the anointed, not the triple A. And the reeds, child. The reeds.
Trying to read me in these comments like I don't know what AA is. Come on now.
She said the anointed Alcoholics Anonymous, child.
Pray the Lord.
But that's the new platform for her and Jamal. I come up with some stuff for her and Jamal to get in on. Sell. We ain't forgot God's glove. Y'all gonna have a whole new corporation messing around with me.
That's a new 501(c)(3).
And yeah, they need one to hire you as a consultant, please. Yeah. Okay. So Marcella, chime in. What are your thoughts on Gizelle hitting the bottle hard? Oh,
Listen,
okay.
I call her Miss Pig Feet Needs a Water Pill because everything that Jamal is putting her through, she's trying to hide that. If you had 57 baby mamas coming after you and your man, so-called man, it would drive me to drink as well. Gizelle neck, that's why it's all scrunchy. It's eating it up. I mean, she looks a mess, and she also got one of them bellies. That's why she dressed dark. She dressed dark. But to say that she is the anointed one, I agree with you, Pledge. AAA, Anointed Alcohol Anonymous. She needs to go there.
Yes, yeah. But you know what? Schoolboy had a good point. She might want to hook up with TD Jakes because if this is a serious problem that's out of control, we really want her to get help, genuinely. Yeah. You know, we don't want her to mess around with Jamal and be more depressed and be drinking some more and playing around. She needs some real help.
Yeah, because Jamal likes to have the sexual assault survivors outside of the strip clubs. So ain't no telling where he'd take the Alcoholics Anonymous people to. He just gonna park them outside the bars and the liquor store and say he healing them.
Bishop, sound off. What are your thoughts on Gizelle being a wino?
Well, I'm not shocked that Crooked Leg, Jezebel got that problem. It's just, it is what it is when you live a lie for so long. You can't help but to cover up your stuff with some spirits. And she's covered she's covered in the blood of demons.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
She's anointed by Satan himself. Trying to take down family members, lying on folks, mad and jealous and envious. It was all coming out that neck.
All them demons.
All them demons. Every spirit of Beelzebub. I feel nothing for her. I'm sorry. Y'all might feel something for her. I hope she get the help she need. If she does, she doesn't. But a person like her who sits on a high horse, they're not gonna get no help because they're like, I'm fine. I've always been good. I'm always in it. Look at me. I love the pretty girl suffrage. You notice when she straightened up and set up, her neck got ironed out too. I'm like, you should sit up all the time so we can see how it's supposed to look. But for her to go after Karen's age, I'm like, ma'am, she could have been your 7-year-old big sister. Me and my sister 7 years apart. What the world is 7 years? And you talking about Karen is old and talking about I'm glad the Geritol kicked in. Well, she need to pass you some of the jar, sis. You ain't that much younger. Let's stop it now, ma'am. You're not that young, but I'm here for Karen coming with the guns blazing because what they're trying to do is come after Karen with her drinking and telling her secrets. That's what they're trying to come after.
Absolutely. So if we're going to tell, let's tell it all, right? Yes. Because they're coming for Karen and that drinking. Season 5 was the setup for season 6. But I agree with you. Gizelle definitely is one of Satan's ambassadors. I'm on board with that. We saw it at the reunion. We saw it all season. We've seen it for the past couple of seasons, right? She takes pleasure in hurting other people, and no child, no man or woman is off limits when it comes to Gizelle. She don't care. So Karen shared that she had directly spoke to Gizelle and she said to her, "Are you okay? Is your business okay? What is going on?" Karen made sure to add that she genuinely cares about Gizelle and hoped that she gets well. She pointed out that while Gizelle was outspoken on the show about others, she would often remain silent when asked to open up about her own life. We saw that, right? She pretended that she was in this relationship with Pastor Holy Whore and they were happy and running off into the sunset, and she was sucking him off behind the pulpit and all kinds of mess. But that wasn't true. We all know, it was a Sahara desert down there. We all know that, right? Well, she said it herself. She said it on the show. Oh my goodness. So Lunel said, it doesn't work like that. That's not how reality TV works. You have to show them everything. And Karen agreed. Karen said, and I quote, "It don't work like that. It worked like that for her for 4 years, but time is up. Let's see what Gizelle is about." Let me read that again. It don't work like that. It worked like that for 4 years for you, but time is up. Let's see what Gizelle is about. Now, AKA, let me translate that for y'all. That means the gloves are off. Karen is coming for Gizelle's gizzard neck. Shout out to Shanitra. I got that from her. Shanitra, gizzard neck. And she's coming out swinging. Them's is some fighting words, as they say in the streets. Plus, sound off. I'm getting chills just thinking about, it's like Tyson, the Tyson fight or something. I'm ready.
Well, child, I'm still over here marinating on you talking about her not opening up. I think she did think she was opening up because she, swiped left on her phone and put in a passcode and show y'all where Jamal resided. Where the money resides, Jamal resides in the phone. And it made me think about Rex and Effect. All I want to do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Actually, Monica, you just gave me a 2021 interpretation of that for Gizelle and Jamal. She was zooming, meaning through the phone. She zoomed him while he was in the poom poom in the pulpit. Yeah, that's as close as they got. She was doing a little phone sexery. That was about all they did. But I'm here for Miss Karen. I want her to go as hard as she can go. I love that Miss Karen has class and grace, but sometimes people don't deserve your class or your grace. And Gizelle has gone below the belt with her, as she said, for 4 years. And she has not taken her to task. So now it's time. Gizelle has been skating by, bringing up everybody else's skeletons, tearing down everybody else's family. So turnabout is fair play. I've always learned that you're never above it. Some of us like to call it karma. Some of us like to call it, in the words of Jamal, you reap what you sow. That's what the good books say. So don't be mad when everything you put out comes back on you. I'm ready for it. I just want them, just give us a few breadcrumbs, child. Don't give us the whole thing. Because then when it comes on next season, we're gonna be bored. We already almost might not tune in because Monique is gone. So don't tell us too much what you're gonna do, Miss Karen. Let us be surprised with some of it. But I'm here for it.
Amen. Let the church say amen. You preaching tonight, sis. Schoolboy, sound off. What are your thoughts on Karen telling Gizelle, honey, time is up. I'm coming for that neck.
In the words of my good sis in my community, Robin, linebacker, I'm gay, in the closet. Dixon, I wish Wand was here. What is going on here? Giselle, I know about you. I know about your husband and his scandalous church findings, the funnelation of the funds and everything else y'all used to like to do down there at the Empowerment Temple. And I heard word on the curb is he had a whole bunch of cheering before he dipped out of Baltimore. You know what? I am so glad your business is coming out because it's been a long time coming, sister. It's been a long time. We've been waiting 4 seasons, and I hope Karen lights your ass up like the fireworks on the 4th of July, and you feel every last one of those fireworks cracking like it's cracking off in your ass. You know what? Because you deserve it, ma'am. You deserve it. At this point, you deserve it. You deserve all of it. In the words of Mama D in that song, I deserve, you deserve. I need you to get all your L's. Because my thing is Robin really gonna stand behind you at the end of this? Is Wendy and them gonna have your back? Because that's my question. Because Candace, she ain't loyal to nobody. If it feel like she finna get popped and get shot at the same time, she might back up.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
you better make sure your good sis that Robin got your back. But she might want to sit down because we trying to figure out who Warm Woman is, because we know it ain't you. He don't want all that masculine energy.
Oh no.
Too much masculine energy right there.
Oh, too much. Marcella, sound off on Karen giving forewarning. Bitch, your time is up.
Yes, and Karen is the type of lady of elegance that's going to do it nice, nasty. She's going to be dropping bird seeds and making you look stupid and swinging her wig line. I'm telling you right now, Karen is not to be played with, because if y'all would realize on the season reunion, Karen was holding stuff to her breast. When they were asking her questions, she'll say, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to embarrass you. But Karen's been holding a file of all these women, and she's about to pull it out one by one, and she's going to do it with her new wig, her new shape, her new lips. And Karen is coming out with something new, so she is going to blow these hoes away. Do you hear me? And Robin is going to step back. She ain't going to say too much, because Karen got this big secret about Robin. Remember when Robin asked her and she said, no, I'm not going to talk about it. Robin is not going to help Gizelle, but I really hope they set her on fire.
I just want to say BLK Royalty, thank you so much for the super chat. Love Karen, and I see that she's trying to be on Monique's Drag Queens remix. Right? Getting on Vulture's neck. Gizelle, hashtag Team Monique. That's right, baby. Team Monique. Hip Hop 20. Thank you so much for the super chat. She goes, hey, y'all. Hey. Teacup, 100%. I know that's right. Bishop, sound off. What are your thoughts?
I ain't got nothing. Look, now, she coming for her life and her afterlife and her former life. I mean, she coming for the beginning, the middle, and the end, the past, the present, and the future. I wish Gizelle the best. Sayonara, good riddance, goodbye, aloha. All the languages. I would say, Gizelle, run while you can. Run to Atlanta. Run far away from here. Scar, run and never look back. But we know she ain't gonna do that. And all I gotta say is, Gizelle, be ready. I mean, be ready. Be ready for your friends to leave you. Be ready for no one to have your back. I need you to go to the nearest gym, hit them weights, get ready, do some squats, learn how to throw correct shade, learn how to God be with you, honey, because Miss Karen, she not playing with you. I'm just putting it out there. We know you and all your demons in your neck is watching this live as we speak. All I can say is, learn how to stick and move, because some of them hits gonna land. But I'm here for it. That's all I can say. And I thought I was gonna watch season 6, but I think my heart is being softened by Karen. So I'm like, I might just click it on and say, hey, if Gizelle's getting dragged like the trash she is, and it's like set on fire, and it's like a bonfire, and it's like a extravaganza, I'm there. I'm there. So thank you, Auntie Karen. I'm gonna tune in.
She's doing it for the culture. I mean, listen. Okay, so Karen also weighed in on rookie Wendy Osefo. And when Lunel asked Karen, what her thoughts were on the rookie, Karen said the jury's still out on Wendy, but she did praise her intelligence. Okay. She noted that Wendy had made some wrong decisions. Now, y'all know what those wrong decisions are about. I spilled that tea in a video on this channel called Nigerian Scammer. Okay. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below. It goes into detail about Wendy Osefo and how she scammed her way on that show. It gets deep, child. It gets real deep. And you know why Karen thinks that Wendy's unethical. That explains everything. Do y'all want Wendy back? Comment in the chat. Who wants Wendy back next season? And do you think she's going to be the same Wendy we saw in season 1, piping up, puffing up her chest, talking about her 4 degrees? Comment in the chat. Plaz, what do you think? What Wendy are we going to get in season 6?
Commentator Wendy. I'm glad to have her back. I've said it many times. I never like when housewife shows do a 1-season housewife. I don't think it's fair to the housewife or to the viewers. 1 season, especially when they don't have relationships already established with the ladies, when you're just throwing these random people in, hoping something sticks, 1 season is not enough time. So she needs enough time. But Wendy, as Miss Karen said, and as she herself has said, is smart. She's an analyst. So please believe me. I know her husband is so sick of looking at them episodes because she has watched herself over and over and over and over. She probably consultant on the case, honey. You already see from her appearances on Watch What Happens Live and other shows, she got that hair together. Y'all ain't finna be calling her Jermaine Jackson no more. Freddie, the Monsters, all those people. She took that away. Y'all gonna have to find something else to talk about because she's gonna come back a very calculated and refined person. But in the heat of the moment, your true colors will always show through. So hopefully she will be able to stay off of the 4 degrees. But if I were on the cast, that's her button. That's her trigger. I would punch it every time I could, just because we got to make the show fun, people. So let's rile Wendy up some more. But it'll be interesting. I want to see her family more. Hopefully we'll get to see more of that. And hopefully we won't see her allegiance beyond all reasoning to Candace. If you're gonna be somebody's friend, tell them the whole truth. Don't just blindly have their back. So that's what I want to see. I hope to see her grow.
Yep. Auntie, thank you so much for the super chat. You know, what happens is it goes by so quickly that if I don't click on it right away, it disappears. But thank you. I did see that. And also RJ in Harlem, thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry, but Juan got some sugar in the tank. As my mom used to say, child. DeWitt, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Wendy is someone I can do without. She really doesn't matter to me. You're not the only one. But I do want to see her come back because to me, she's like a mad scientist. She crazy as all hell. And she can't, like Plus said, she is going to study her first season like, she was studying for her PhD, like she was writing a dissertation or something. She's going to rewind, fast forward, go over the lines with the baby, everything. See where she went wrong. See where she can get some more ego gel to gel down the sides more, whatever she can do, right? I get it. As a matter of fact, to your point, Plez, she posted a photo of herself, and I'm going to pull it up here, and she looked, people are saying, Harper, who this woman? Because she looks completely different. She does. Schoolboy, sound off. Do you want Wendy back? And do you think she's going to come back with her chest puffed up, talking all that mess now that we got the dirt on her? You on mute, baby.
In the words of that meme, hell to the no, no, no. I don't want her back. I don't need her back on the show. We need to go on and give her papers and exit. And I seen she was on the blogs this week talking ish to Drew Zadora. How you wait over here in the DMV, popping ish over here in the ATL? You need she you getting out, you feeling too much of your britches, boo. Sit on down. Cause I'm trying to figure out what's up with the side baby and your husband. That's what we need to talk about. That's what we need to get on. Let's get on that. Because something up in that ain't clean. That man look like he abused. Somebody need to call Adult Protective Services up over there. I'm concerned about that man. He over there dealing with that crazy woman. You say she a mad scientist. No, she need a Jesus and an exorcism. And they might want to throw some holy water on her on top of that with the blessed oil. Because something is wrong with that lady. Okay. But she ain't gonna tell the truth. You know, she seen how she was a Watch What Happens Live. She was sitting up there, her whole demeanor changed. Demeanor. I said, so you sat down and looked at yourself and you analyzed and you came back, so you gonna be fake. But you better hope them producers don't play you and expose all your ish. And I hope they do. Like I said, where is that woman with the baby?
So this is the new Wendy now, you know, and like I said, Harpo, who this woman?
I told you.
The Jermaine Jackson 10 Shades of Foundation lighter. The nose is, let me tell you. Did she get a nose job?
Did not tell.
What do you call
it? Yeah, that's contour and highlight.
Contour and highlight. Look at that.
I told y'all she's gonna be light skinned by her third season. I tell y'all she's starting already. I told y'all she's gonna like an Ashley Feline cat.
Y'all need to comment in the chat. I mean, she's changed. This is the new Wendy we getting. Oh, child, I'm telling you, these people are something else. She was scared about the receipts Monique had in that binder. You hear me?
Yeah.
After that, she was like, let me shape up or shape out because they got my number. You know, it was bound to come out. The secrets were bound to start coming out and start leaking all over the place. Yeah.
And also she got a check too, so it probably helped her with her makeup and her hair.
Yeah. And do y'all realize that picture Monica just showed? She has political strategist and housewives of Potomac. She doesn't have teacher. See that? Where's her professor of Johns Hopkins? She has political strategist and Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yeah. No professor. She's fishing that.
Yeah, she's losing some titles. And while she's watching herself, do y'all think Eddie is watching with her? While she's watching herself, he's watching something else. It's going to be some trouble in paradise, but I heard that she's trying to work out her contract where they can't talk about a lot of things. She doesn't want it to come out for the season. So we're going to see how that works because you don't dictate to your employer what you want. The employer do what they want.
That's not a bargaining chip. You're new around here anyway. You have no tenor. You have no history here. She has nothing, no bargaining chips to bring to the table. Please.
Monica, what you say? She ain't got tenure on none of her jobs, huh?
No.
What you saying, Monica?
I
see you.
Shady. I see your palm trees, Monica. Got them all right in her front lawn.
Nice, nasty, as they would say.
Yeah, I think you nowhere, child.
But I'm enjoying the shade. I got my hair.
I mean, she's got to be going crazy because to be trying to make this money and have notoriety and try to get a status where she's at. She has made some wrong turns on the wrong road. She's not looked upon very well in Maryland or DC, so I don't know what she's going to do.
Well, she's socially awkward, as they say. The word around town is she just doesn't fit in. Quote unquote, she just doesn't fit in. Well, and I'm pretty sure that's been status quo her whole life. I mean, in the sandbox, she just didn't fit in. She got kicked out of the sandbox.
I was just gonna say maybe that's where what Schoolboy was talking about comes into play. Maybe that's why she's trying to stir up things in the Atlanta, because word on the street, don't come for me, y'all, but word on the street is that's where they say the scammers and the fakers love to take up new residents at. You can go to Atlanta and live as fabulous as you want to on a beer budget.
Well, it's in her DNA. We already established that, right?
Not her DNA.
Why is she trying to move to Atlanta, to move away from Eddie's friends?
Who knows, child? Who knows? Well, she is setting up something different because we don't even know who that woman is. Who is that woman?
Harper, who's her?
D-Went, thank you so much for the super chat. She goes, as a dark-skinned woman myself, this mess gets on my nerves as to how a few darker-skinned women don't seem to want to own their darker melanin. Saddens me. Yeah.
Now, wasn't she the one giving the speech about colorism at the reunion?
Oh, yeah, right.
Was that the same woman? I'm confused.
And wearing cremation number 5. Yeah, okay.
I told you the Ashley feline cat is coming, not this season, but next season. She's gonna be light. She's gonna be light as his palm. You'll be like, girl, is that you? She gonna look like Latoya Jackson. I promise.
Oh Lord, not Latoya Jackson. Come on now.
I'm telling y'all.
Cassandra, Marcella Cassandra says she missed your face. Oh, that's so nice. That's so sweet. All right, y'all. Moving on, to New York, Miss Wendy Williams. Now, Wendy has been on a roll, and I know she's trying to promote her movie, which I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be tuned in with the popcorn. I wish we could do a live viewing of it. Can't we? I think we could, couldn't we?
On Crowder.
On Crowder, and I heard Discord too.
Discord.
Maybe I'll sign up and we can schedule and we can do a live viewing of it and we can comment, and that'd be fun, wouldn't it? To watch along? Yeah, watch party, a virtual watch party. So Wendy is shading Kevin, her ex's baby mama, Sherina Hudson, and Kevin's little 3-month-old baby. That's so mean. Schoolboy, you can put yourself on mute, baby. So our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk, which, by the way, I love the Neighborhood Talk, posted the clip of Wendy's show today, and she's being shady, okay? I'm going to share my screen, and we can view it together. Okay, hang on. Let me do a full screen so you guys can see it better. And give me a minute here.
Getting out of my car with my money. Good morning, Journey. She'll be almost, I think she'll be 3 next month, don't you know? Good morning, Calvin. How many people have been drawn into my situation over the 12 years that I've been here entertaining you on television? Welcome to Hot Topics, Sherina Hudson. Getting out of my car with my money. Good morning, Journey. She'll be almost, I think she'll be 3 next month, don't you know? Good morning, Calvin. How many people have been...
All right, y'all. Wendy is something else. She is something else. She is something else. I mean, yeah. Sound off, Bishop.
I'm going to do something for you, Monica. One of your teacups is Wendy Williams. Hi, Wendy. You watched this show because you knew how crazy you look. That's why she's doing all this. Hey, Sherina. Hey, Kelvin. Hey, da-da-da-da-da. And they trying to say she now looking for a man. Because you done heard Ples, Schoolboy, and me go in on your neck and your bad wig that you had on that show. But, nevertheless, I'm glad you learned, because you look real crazy in these streets. God bless you. But you ain't got to go after the baby, though.
Wow, the baby. I understand, Sherina. I understand she's still hurt, and she got a movie to promote. Wendy's not stupid. Wendy is very calculated. She wants us to watch that movie because in that movie, it'll expose all the cheating and the private detective that she hired to follow Kelvin. His real name's Kelvin around. and had photos and all this other stuff, but so did the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail, shout outs to them. They don't play. They're like me. I've had private detectives follow around certain stars for a story that's developing. I get it. I understand. Marcella, sound off. What are your thoughts on Wendy shading Sharina and the baby, the innocent baby?
You know what? I don't like that she's doing it to the baby, but I understand why she's doing it to the woman. This one, Wendy Williams, is hurting, y'all. When this story comes out, where do you go from there after everybody's seen it? She still loves her husband, because the word on the street is that she missed her mother's funeral to go out and eat with him that day of her mother's funeral. She is still in love with him. And guess what? Any man that be with Wendy is going to be with her for her money. And guess what? We're not looking at how is this affecting her son? Because I'm sure the son loves the father and the mother. But Wendy was right. That girl was riding around in a car that Wendy paid for, spending Wendy's money. But Wendy was off in the zone. She knows her husband's been cheating for a long time. And guess what, y'all? She made a decision to stay with this man no matter what he was doing. So if you're going to stay with him and lay with him, I mean, who not know that he got a house 7 miles down the street from the mansion in Jersey? She didn't even know this because he must have kept her high, discombobulated. She's suffering through his cheating, but no one should ever talk about the baby. But guess what? Oh my God. This girl, Sharina, got to feel embarrassed to death. I mean, embarrassed.
She better show them lines in that movie, though. I don't want to see nothing less. I don't want to see nothing less. I want to see some Molly and Percocets.
Ooh, child, not the Molly and Percocet. Schoolboy, sound off. What are your thoughts on Wendy shading Sharina and the baby? I mean, the baby can get it too.
Girl, I saw that preview to that movie. I saw a clip and I almost fell out from the clip when they showed that scene when she passed out that day in that costume. And I said, ooh, they really did get somebody that really looked like Wendy. They really casted somebody to get them to look like Wendy. I hope it is, Lifetime is known to have some low budget biopics. I hope, Monica, that they didn't be cheap with her biopic, they like to cut corners. That ain't VH1 and Viacom. But she didn't have to do that baby like that. That baby ain't got nothing to do with your husband out here slanging his thing all up and down New Jersey. And you knew that man was cheating. You knew for 12 years. The thing about it is you had to spin the narrative because the block was hot. You knew Daily Mail was up on that booty. They had something every day. So you had to make it seem like you didn't know, the girl got your money. But the girl been getting your money for 12 years. She been living nice for 12 years. She's been in nice cars for 12 years. So you didn't just run up on that just now. And you really look like a scorned woman sitting up here every day on your show, running him down for filth, and you running her down. And my thing is, just go on and say, you like a Will and Jada. Y'all got entanglements. As long as his entanglement didn't end up pregnant, it was all good. When she ended up pregnant, that's when it became a problem. And then the Daily Mail got a hold of that business. Then you had to think twice and fast and quick in a hurry. And trust and believe, I know about Kevin's new business down there in Florida, Kelvin's new business. So I'm quite sure you're invested in that, because why would you have so much investment to going down to Florida and being Larsa Pippen's friend of a friend on Real Housewives of Miami? That makes no sense. Wendy's trying to spin her way out of this so that she can continue to be trending after this movie and keep that contract with Delbar and Mercury. I ain't no fool. She can play who she want to play, but going there about that child is too far. Keep it with the woman, but then at the same time, I don't really feel sorry for Wendy.
Girl, you're not alone. I don't know.
A threesome that went wrong.
You think so?
I
don't think so. I don't think nobody's having a threesome with Wendy. Come on now.
If you want that check, yeah, I think initially it started that way.
A threesome? I don't know. I can't do it. I can't.
I would give me an NDA. I would give me an NDA so she can't tell.
Yeah, but have you seen Wendy? I don't think no.
Monica,
No,
have you
not
seen?
Wendy. I mean, come on now.
You said have you seen?
What are your thoughts on Wendy coming for Sharina and the baby? Wendy said the baby can get it too.
Well, I don't think it's shade. We talked about it last week when she said she didn't want to meet that baby and that baby would want to meet her first. Again, I would want to meet my benefactor as well. That baby gonna be living good, dressing good, going to the best private schools, gonna have a nice trust fund, college fund set up. I would want to meet her too, and so I'm happy. I don't take it as shade. I see Wendy has finally come to the role of acceptance. And I'm proud of you, Wendy. Accept who and what you are and who and where your life is. You want Kelvin. If you want him, you have to now accept his new child. Y'all can just go
Family.
on, be sister wives, and let it be done. No one cares. The world has changed. They got whole television shows about these types of arrangements. Y'all don't even have to live in the same house like the people in Utah. Don't do that. Just keep your house. And when he's with her, he's with her. And when he's with you, he's with you. And your money is footing the bill both places. Congratulations, girl.
I think it's a damn shame that Wendy still wants that man. I mean,
me too, but
he tried to poison
like it, I
her.
love it, child.
He came out and said he tried, but things just got too dark. She came out and even accused him of trying to poison her, which is, listen, I'm a very religious person. I'm a very spiritual person, but I knew that before she said it. I've been saying that man was trying to poison her. And I tweeted it long before she said it because something in the spirit just told me she was being poisoned. And it was very obvious from the way she was appearing on her show long before she fainted. Kevin's the type of man, if he's willing to kill you now for some money, I don't know. I just wish she would wake up and love herself. Love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when she passed out, I could see in her eyes that she seen Jesus. You could tell, like she like, Elizabeth, is that you? That's how I felt. I'm like, dang. It like she was going to the other side, but I guess God had a plan for her. So thank you, lucky stars.
Most of these movies have a lump sum. The way she's promoting this thing, it's like she's getting paid per viewer. So make your money, child. I'm not gonna stand in the way or offer no judgment. I'm just like schoolboy. If y'all do this watch party, I'm in because I love y'all. But other than that, I very rarely watch Lifetime movies because they tow up Whitney Houston so bad. I'm like, I ain't got no time to be. You got to go to VH1 or BET to get you a good. BET did right by New Edition. BET did wonderful by Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
I don't know why Wendy Williams. Well, I know why. She want that crossover money, but okay, whatever. That's why she went to Lifetime. But I just hope they use some of her old wigs at least, because at least we know it'll be good hair quality. Because them salt and pepper wigs was trash.
Look, that woman they got on there, that's catfishing. They know good and well she don't look like that. They know doggone well she don't look like that. And they try to make her
beautiful platinum wig now. She got a beautiful platinum wig today.
That one she's wearing is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless.
Dal, thank you so much for the super chat. He says she's been protecting Kelvin for BBN years. Yeah. She's been protecting that man. But he finally made her a hot topic, and that was the line he wasn't supposed to cross. And he crossed it. That was it, because she knew he was cheating for years. And it was okay as long as he did it respectfully, Wendy's a damn fool talking about you were driving the car I paid for. So what? And she was still in it. Thank you. She should say thank you. I mean, that's not something I would be trying to throw shade about. I would feel like a fool, a complete fool. So yeah.
You made her look better. Now, I mean, the next paparazzi picture, Shereen should be like this.
Thank you. Hold up a sign.
They take digs at each other. You notice they take digs at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier, Marcella, when you said she should feel embarrassed. Marcella, these new side chicks ain't embarrassed, honey.
No, it's an honor. Yeah. It's a belt on the notch. Like, I did it big time. I got Wendy's money. I mean, that's the bag right there. That's how you side chick, you know? I mean, it's a damn shame, though. It really, really is. It's nothing to be proud of. And I don't know. What are y'all thoughts on slut shaming? That really bothers me, because a slut should be shamed, in my opinion. I'm from the old school. Slutting is nothing you should be proud of. It's nothing. It is nothing to be. You're sleeping around with different men and you're spreading STDs and all this other stuff. That's nothing to be proud of. When did we make? How did the game get twisted like that?
Thank Amber Rose.
Well, it's not that it's twisted. It's meant. Well, I'll tell you what it's meant to be. It's meant to be empowering. The issue is the double standard, right? So women are saying men get to be sexually free and it's fine, but if a woman does it, it's a problem. For me, as long as you are protecting yourself and ain't leaving babies all over the place, honey, do you. I don't care either way. So I can see where some people would feel it's very repressive, just like we always talk about Black people operating under a white gaze. Women are always operating under the patriarchy. We can take it and look at when we were talking about WAP, and as much as we make jokes about WAP, there were whole think pieces in websites, in articles of people talking about how horrible WAP was and how it was bringing young ladies and our young girls down. Look, I listened to all types of Lil Kim, Foxy Brown when I was growing up. My mother was a school teacher and a counselor. She didn't want me to listen to those things, but she also taught me that music and movies and all of that stuff is fantasy. It's entertainment. So if you have raised your child right, they can listen to music and know that it's just music. The issue in the dichotomy comes where WAP was horrible, right? They got this new song called Throat Baby.
Throw baby.
Video just came out. No one is doing think pieces and articles on how horrible Throat Baby is. Why? Because Throat Baby was written by a male rapper and performed by a male rapper. Now he has females on the remix. And so just like Black people are tired of being treated unfairly, women are tired of not being able, some women, not all, are tired of not being able to express themselves. You can see it with Lori Harvey, right? People use the SS word with her. Why? Because she has dated, 5 people that we know of? She dated Future. Future got 6 or 7 babies. Ain't nobody ever slut shamed him, and they should. So,
girl,
I don't agree with some of the movement, but I know what it's meant to be. But just like with all movements, people can always take it like a step too far, good. Okay, now you're going overboard. But that's the general premise of it. If a man can go out and do it, so can I. I should have the good part of it is I should have authority over my own body. And if I want to go out and do what I want to do, I should be able to do that with no judgment. The issue also is a lot of people like to think or say no one should judge them. And ideally, you shouldn't, but that's just not the reality of the world. So although you may want things a certain way, at some point we have to confront also the reality of the world we live in and try to either work to change that or figure out how we fit into it.
Now, to add on to what you say, they do drag Future.
all the time.
All the time. Now, but not, yes, they do. They do play.
Not,
Because
not to the same extent.
all
yes,
Not
they
to
do.
the same
Oh, yeah, I do. I do
Yeah.
commentary. I do
Not to the
commentary.
same extent.
Oh no, I do
Oh,
commentary
yeah.
in the commentary world.
No, I'm telling you, not
we
to
do
the same
drag.
extent. Not to the same extent. If the main reason people drag Future is because he don't want to claim the babies that he has. I very rarely see people tell him when he gets a new woman, especially male circles. That's what
No,
we're
we
talking
drag
about.
him in the male circles.
Men do not go at Future's neck. They
We do.
applaud him.
No,
I don't
we
They
know
do.
about
applaud
that.
him for getting
I-
the
I'm-
next bad
I'm-
bitch.
Me personally, I don't praise the men for doing it. I think it's they're sluts too.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. We either have to come to a place where it's not okay for everybody or where it's okay for everybody. But for it to not be okay for women and be okay for men,
All right,
I
y'all.
ain't having it no more.
Schoolboy, sound off. What are your thoughts on slut shaming and the double standard? Because it's an interesting conversation we're getting into and a little bit of a debate. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know, I go to a male barbershop, so I listen to the conversation, and being a lesbian and being in there is very, very interesting because you get to hear all sides. And, you know, of course, they have, you know, gay guys come in there too, but predominantly men are bigged up for, you know, being thought boxes. And I mean, I never see a dude come in there and be like, oh, man, you shouldn't cheat on your wife. Oh, no, man, you hit that? Oh, for real? Oh, man, for real. She was gonna try to give me some, but you know, I that night I ain't had no condom. You know, that's the type of conversation that you hear, and it's like, okay, so y'all laying it low, spreading it wide. The STD rate in Dallas is through the roof. They got a sign on the highway talking about the chlamydia and syphilis rate, and y'all out here just slanging it this way and that way, you know, Millie rocking with it. And I'm just trying to understand, like, and women, they find nothing wrong with it, or they'll say, oh, I've even heard dudes say they will pimp their girl out if need be to pay bills, you know. And it just comes to where I'm just like, dang, morally on both sides is wrong. First of all, with men and women, because woman, you don't value yourself enough to even deal with some trash bag like that. And dude, you don't have no respect for any woman to even do that, because my thing is, if somebody did your mama like that, how would you feel? You know, but nobody thinks about that. And then you have a couple of dudes that's probably, they morally correct and they don't say anything. But like I said, men don't call other men out to the carpet when they do that. Now, certain men, I'm not going to say all men, you do have certain men that will say something, but that's usually the old heads that then been stopped thinking with this piece down here. They think with this piece. So it's a little bit different for them. But the young guys, I mean, look at the music, look at the TV, look, no offense, but look at City Girls and all that. All they talking about is scamming the dude, sleeping with him and scamming, running his cards up and all that. So there is no respect on both sides, because neither sex respects the other sex. So, and I mean, that even crossed
Correct.
over into the LGBTQIA plus community. They do the same thing, and they, you know, go out like that. My thing is, first of all, I don't want no lump and bump. I ain't got time to be going down to nobody's clinic, okay, and having to talk about I'm burning and all of that. I'm 34, ain't never had with STD, ain't trying to have one now, and it ain't even that deep, because you got to be careful who you soul tying with out here, because energies ain't right. But I have never seen men sit up there and cap and say, hey, you know, dude, that's wrong or anything like that. And I've been in male barbershops. But a woman, if she say she out here doing it, she this, she that. Why does she have to be that when she's doing the same thing? Now, hey, if you want to put more mileage on yourself, boo-boo, you do that. That ain't me. I ain't got to go get steamed and you know, tightened and all of that. You do what you feel you need to do. But at the same time, be careful. Don't get pregnant and don't have a whole bunch of babies.
Good points. Good points. All right. Kaza Love, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I found out 2 ex-friends of mine are in an entanglement. Girl, the girl, is unaware that here her best friend, the guy, is sleeping with her husband. Ooh, child. Ooh, Now that's an entanglement. Yeah.
That's more than an entanglement, honey. That's a full-on knot. That's one of them nautical knots. That's a lot.
A nautical knot. Not a nautical knot.
That's that twist. We wasn't ready for it, Kaza. We wasn't ready for that twist, child.
You had to prepare me for that.
Miss Jonelle made a good point. She said, pray for these young babies that are seeing these shenanigans in entertainment and think it's normal. I agree with you. Yeah. All right, y'all. Now on to Miss Sheree Whitfield. Sheree and Latoya Ali appeared along with Cynthia Bailey and Kenya Moore on Watch What Happens Live Sunday night. It was Kenya's 50th birthday, and Andy had all these people on the panel. Things were light and fun, that is, until Latoya shaded Sheree. Now, during one of the segments, Andy asked the women a series of questions about what they feel people should do in their friendships. And they had to hold up agree or disagree signs. And apparently they emailed them these signs. They had to print them out. Nice signs to print out. Sheree's printer was on the brink. She said she didn't have no ink. Ink is expensive now, child. Got no inky.
It is expensive.
So Sheree, everybody else had nice printed signs, agree or disagree. Sheree had a handwritten sign.
She didn't have a whiteboard?
No, it was a cardboard or something, baby. It was a cardboard.
Are you kidding me?
I kid you not. So everyone held up their agree signs, and Sheree's was handwritten. And then Latoya said, "Why is your sign ghetto?" The clip went viral, and Sheree is clapping back. Sheree don't play no games like that. She's a rookie. So Sheree tweeted this, and I got this from OMFG Reality TV. Shout out to him. He's on Instagram and Twitter. His account is popping. Y'all need to go follow that young man. Sheree said, "LOL, didn't hear the ghetto comment at all. Was asked last minute to print. Child, my ink was dried to F out and probably have been since February. I chose to give y'all interesting walls and texture, an amazing backdrop, ambiance. So in short, my focus wasn't on paper, but instead Chateau Sheree." Bloop.
Oh,
You got that, Latoya pretty though, ain't she?
Yes, she is.
She got that. She's Trinidadian. She has that island girl look to her. She's very pretty.
With that Pastor Holy Whore voice.
And Sheree was like this, "No, ma'am." No, ma'am, Pam. Don't try it. Don't you try it. Plus, sound off. Was Latoya out of line?
No, because before she said, "Why is yours so ghetto?" Sheree asked, "Why were their signs so fancy?" So, "Why is yours ghetto?" is a natural response to me. You gonna talk about how fancy my sign is, and it ain't nothing but colored on a sheet of paper. She over there drawing on an old Amazon box. Now I got an issue with her little clapback though. Girl, she must ain't used that printer since Callie and what's her name them left for college, because printer ink does not dry out that quickly. I don't know who she lying to. They got all kind of, she could have ran or had what's them people, not DoorDash. What's the people that go to any kind of store you want? Y'all know who I'm talking about. She could have had anybody bring her some ink if that was really the issue. She could have had, she lives next to Kenya, gone over to Kenya's house and asked, oh no, yeah, Kenya was on the show. Go over to Kenya's house and tell her to print you too.
Could you make two copies?
Use your resources. She just wanted to cap and let people know that house finally done. Gone, girl.
Is your printer coming?
Tell her I got mine for $39 on Target for Black Friday. You can they even have printer ink delivery services now. You can set it up recurring through HP. Whoever you got your Canon, they'll send the ink straight to your house, Sheree. Let me hook you up with a payment plan for you some ink. Talking about that ink dried out.
As usual, Sheree misses the mark. Schoolboy, sound off. What are your thoughts on Latoya's comment and Sheree's clapback?
When are the joggers coming? Summer, winter, fall? We've been waiting, 3 years now? How long she been off the show? 3 seasons, 4 seasons? Okay. No joggers. So what did Dwight say? How dreadful. A fashion show with no fashions. So you got on Watch What Happens Live with no ink. Sheree, you are ghetto. Okay, you are ghetto. Okay, you could have went on Amazon. Now, Heifer, I know you paid for Amazon Prime. You could have, within the next day, you could have had ink for $40. I get the double pack all the time for cheap on Amazon. Come on, Sheree, that was ghetto. Okay. And you need to stop trying to show off that mold edifice house, because I know it got mold in there. I know that house got mold in there. It got to have mold in there. We know they need to shut that. And can she even afford the taxes yearly? Is the question, because you ain't got no job. What do Sheree do?
Sheree.
I'm not even mad at Latoya at this point. I mean, get it how you live, boo. It was ghetto. And Sheree, just sit down. Just I'm like, players, you could have went down your hill down to King's Walmart and got you a copy made. Come on, that was
yeah.
You know, she ain't got no gas money.
It's just down the hill, Bishop. You see how muscular she is. She can run down that hill.
Yeah. Marcella, what are your thoughts on Latoya's ghetto comment? I just didn't like that ghetto comment. I mean, it was tacky, but maybe tacky would have been a better word. What are your thoughts?
Or basic.
Listen, Latoya scares me because Latoya got a mouth on her. She's quick thinking, and she is hanging around Kenya. And I'm telling you, I think she would have some smoke for who we're talking about. I don't know what Sheree's trying to do. Sheree don't have a job, allegedly. Sheree didn't have no ink, and you know you're going to be on this show, and this is what you bring to impress Andy, writing on a piece of paper. Girl, no, I am really scared that Latoya got something for not just her, but Kenya too. Latoya is easing into everybody, gathering secrets. And Latoya is going to be the one that blow Kenya out the water, but she is showing Bravo, Andy, and everybody else that I can get all of them, pick them one by one. But she better watch Drew Sidora.
That girl come from the Windy City.
From Chicago, Chi-Town. You know, Princess say they cut you. They don't play.
Yeah, they sure don't play.
They don't. Style, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, just use my printer after 6 months. It was fine. What?
That's what I'm saying. That ink had to be sitting in there for years.
How dreadful. How tragic, though. How tragic. Bishop,
right. I was just going to say.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I agree with you. I don't like when people use the word ghetto like that. So she could have used basic, regular, handwritten, homely. Right. That sign was the pits, baby.
Or even writing some sort of script and make it fancy. Draw some flowers around it or something. Just fancy it up. Freddie Brown says Sheree owns Bone Collector LLC. Y'all be coming with the shade in the comments. But the shade, Bishop, share your thoughts. Share your thoughts.
Now, why her friend Kim Zolciak, her slave owner, Kim Zolciak, why is she not for a job? Because Kim Zolciak is getting all the money. Now, you should have asked your plantation owner, the Zolciak family, Bierman family, can you give me a raise? Can you give me something? I would think that
don't like black people in the house, child. Work outside.
They got to work outside, but at least get a check. I mean, something. But my thing is this: like, we've been waiting for She by Sheree since season 1. Every year, Andy kept asking her, "Where's She by Sheree? we doing joggers on season 10. Okay, when the joggers coming out? And then she got snippy with Candy, and Candy's like, that's what he's saying. You're lying. And I'm like, ma'am, like you lied on the spot because you couldn't even understand the question. So there ain't nothing coming out by Sheree. And then every time they ask her, you wearing She by Sheree? No, She by Gucci, She by Prada, She by this, She by that, She by that. I'm like, girl, when you gonna wear your own clothes? You don't even have to. You know what? She don't even have to make a line. Make one outfit for the reunion. That's it. Go to a seamstress to make your own dress. Say, you know what? This is my own design. You know something. But it lets me know that she spent too much stuff on labels and she ain't got enough money for ink. God bless you. No gas money.
Ooh, child.
Nothing.
Ooh.
Barely got money for the light bill. Call Jerome.
Ooh. You gonna
call the guy that got out of jail. Her boyfriend that got out of jail.
Yeah, Jerome.
Jerome.
You're just taking me back. They can't bring Sheree back unless they bring Dwight back, baby. That is probably my favorite line out of all of the episodes of RHOA. Who is this that had a fashion show with no fashion? How dreadful.
Dwight was, oh my God, I miss him so much. Those were the days, girl. Those were the days. Let's take some callers, y'all. I'm going to bring on Shanitra, my boo. Hey, Shanitra.
How y'all doing?
Hey.
Hey, friend.
Miss Marcella, Miss Monica, Schoolboy, and the Bishop. Players, you know I'm going to ask you, what color is that? What's that color?
This is lip gloss from MAC, and they did a line with Tiana Taylor this summer, and the lip gloss is called Tens Across the Board.
Very nice.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Hello, good night. She's giving it to us, honey. Listen, Miss She by Sheree, she need to stop. Because I heard she didn't have them lights on in that house up until recently. Now, I don't know how true it is, but that's the word on the street. Now, I ain't gonna clown the house because when she first finished that house, it was gorgeous. I saw for myself when she did the tour. I want to say maybe like early last year or whatever, that house was bad to the gristle. So we ain't gonna front. And we know her mama spent a pretty penny to get that done. Now we all clown Candace about living off her mama money, but Sheree was the first one to do it. The first one that ever did it and got away with it. You know she lied about her finances the whole time, children. She did that. Now, when we want to slide on down and want to talk about Miss Latoya Never, or Laquana, or Lataqua Forever, whatever you want to call her, when she started talking about ghetto, she must have been looking in a mirror. Now, at the end of the day, Sheree is a hot mess, but Latoya is good in ghetto as a Mexican food stamp. I said it, I repeat it. Now, she's sitting up there trying to drum up drama with Sheree because she heard rumors that Sheree trying to get back on the show. Just like she tried to make drama with Nene and overcalculate because Lanithia chose not to come back. So now she's trying to create drama with Sheree, but she might want to be careful. Now, if you ask me, I think Kenya keeping that little silly girl close because she's thinking that Latoya be able to gather people that she can't. Because if y'all notice, Kenya can't read worth a darn. Her reading skills is as bad as the wigs. So she trying to keep that little girl close so she could use that little girl mouth, to be the mouthpiece for her. And who told them hookers to be sniffing drawers at a table? Who is her mama? I just want to know.
No home training.
You up there at the table where people is chewing on food and you sniffing this woman's drawers. I don't care if they were new. What's wrong with you? Something wrong with this heifer. Check her. And then when
maybe she wanted to smell Kenya in him.
Yeah, but and you're right, Miss Marcella, and it's bad too. Now I'm gonna tell you this: Drew wasn't wrong for shading her because production was shadier than Drew. Because when Drew asked production, what does she do? He didn't say she's a YouTuber, y'all. They say she got a YouTube channel. Like they played her all the way to the left. And the girl was like, "Is that a job?" I ain't mad because at the end of the day, who are you? I ain't never heard of you until Candy started trying to boost her up to be on this show. And then Candy with her little sad NDA bit. Girl, we so tired of hearing about who been playing between your legs. I'm tired. Yeah. All us is tired. It's just out of control. And then on to our girl Gizelle Nick. You know, I would be remiss if I didn't come on to the DMV and visit Gizelle Nick. Okay. First of all, she drinking because Jamal refused to have altar call. You know, he won't lay hands on her. If he would just lay hands, then she could drop that bottle. Understand me? Then she wouldn't have to be lying, talking about she was putting things in her mouth that wasn't toothbrushes. That's what this is all about. The man refused to lay hands on her. He busy laying hands and having altar call all across the city of Atlanta. Now I ain't been to the altar call, but I heard there's some things go on when this man has altar call. He get children come out of this. There's miracles happening for everybody. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
That's what it is. And then, no, we're going to keep right on sliding. We're going to slide right on. First off, Mama Karen, we love Mama Karen. Karen was right to go ahead and air her out. Because, you know, Karen said before, her and Gizelle Nick used to be friends. And that's why she used to lay off on this heifer. But now she coming on with it. And I want her to come on, air her all the way out. Because we got questions about Jazelle. Jazelle has hid too much of her life. We want to know, first of all, how does she ever get the fluid out of her legs and ankles? You know, do her and Wendy Williams have the same doctor? I want to know about a lot of stuff. Why is she Asian like a bruised banana? We got questions. We want to know. So yeah, Miss Karen need to air her all the way out. And then we're going to slide on down to Wendy Osefo. Sticky fingers. I like to call her juvenile because she got 400 degrees. Let's talk about her a little bit. I don't want to see that heifer back on the show, but if she's gonna come back, she don't need to be able to come back without Eddie's baby mama. Okay, if she come back, Eddie's baby mama need to come on the show too, cause I'm tired of her. Okay, and you right, she a mad scientist, all right. She just mad. The word for it is Indiala, mad person. She need help, and now she's sitting up there painting that stuff on her face. She done robbed Little Richard's tomb and stole his foundation. She wrong for that. Now I'm glad she got the wig right.
Good
but
God.
She wrong for it. You don't desecrate nobody's grave in the name of foundation. That ain't what you do. She's sitting up there looking like a whole corpse, and the casket ain't even ready for her. I want her to stop. Go get your right complexion. We seen you at the reunion. We know you know how to find it. I don't know why she's sitting up there looking like all she need is a funeral spray and some chicken and funeral sodas right now. And she needs to stop.
Yeah.
All that she doing is not gonna keep Eddie at home. It's ridiculous. Eddie don't want to be there. Eddie do not want to be there. And she better leave Miss Karen alone before she start telling everybody about your man and about you around there with the sticky fingers. And frankly speaking, Candace need to quit trying to be cozy with her because you can't leave your purse around her. Is what it looked like to me. Now that's what I think. Now I ain't saying I'm right, but that's what I think. What y'all think?
Oh
I can't wait
God,
till
oh
we had a
God.
show. I can't wait till we had a show when we start talking about Eddie's side chick. Because he went
Bingo.
way different. He
Oh
went
my
way
God.
Are you
different.
surprised?
No,
Are
I'm
you
not
Nope.
surprised?
surprised.
You have to look at culturally. A lot of times in them situations, they will get a woman that fits the bill for what's respectable according to, the culture. But that don't
Boom,
mean that's
boom.
who he really wants. Right. That don't mean that's who he really wants.
He
That's just
stuck
real
who he
talk.
fucked. He stuck who he fucked because he's fucked and he's stuck right now.
That's right. So just call her Velcro and get on over it, Eddie. That's what you got. That's what's to your house. That's what's at your house, Eddie. And Eddie don't want that woman. Eddie don't want her no more than Juan want Robin, okay?
Oh
Yeah.
my God. That's why her and Robin bond so much.
Yeah, because both of them is desperate housewives sitting up there, two little dry cats commiserating together. That's what's going on. Eddie out with the girls and Juan is out with the boys.
Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God. Put
Somebody
the gun
help
down.
me.
Girl.
So Shanitra that made me change my AAA child. Now they Alcoholics Anonymous at the altar.
I'm trying to gather
Now, I ain't
myself
going to the altar.
together.
Now, I ain't
I
going
need
to
to
the
be there
altar.
too, child. Not
I
at
can't handle
Jamal's
Jamal.
though.
Don't take your butt to that altar, please. Don't do
Mm-mm.
it. They're gonna lay
No,
hands
don't
on
do
you.
it.
No,
Shanitra,
no.
Shanitra,
Yeah,
girl.
girl.
Girl. Girl, I need to gather myself. I'm gonna have to call you back later.
Hey, Monica,
All right, girl.
Monica, you think we guilty?
Sinitra, can you DM me? DM me on Instagram. I'm all about the tea on Instagram.
Okay, I'm a DM you, boo. I got you.
Okay.
I'm so
All right,
glad to
baby.
talk to y'all, Miss Marcella. I want to tell you I love you so much. You are so wonderful and so beautiful. I love you so much. And please, I always be checking for your lipsticks. I don't wear a lot of makeup. The only thing I put on is these eyelashes because I'm real bald about the face. But I'm getting into the makeup and I'm gonna try to do what you do because I like how you
Well,
do
girl,
it.
that's all I got on is a little lipstick or lip gloss. That's all I do.
She's
But
trying
it
to
Thank you
look
kiss
so
good
me.
though.
much.
Like I really love it. That's why every
Thank
time I
you.
ask you what's that color, because I be wanting to know what's that color, please. What's the color for the day? That's what's up. Well, all right, y'all. I'm finna go. I just
Thank
got some
you.
vegan buffalo
Bye,
All
boo.
wild
I'm
right.
gonna
hours.
call you
I
later,
gotta go
girl.
now.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye,
All
girl.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
I
Man,
love her.
after she done, you think you guilty.
I know.
I was like, did I do something? Gotta get myself together because I got somewhere to go.
Sinitra is, I'm telling you, that girl, we love her.
Amazing.
We love
Mm-hmm.
here.
Absolutely.
We love, she needs to, yeah, she does. I'm gonna bring on Chef Des Monet. Hi, Chef.
Hi.
Hey, how are
How
you?
you doing?
Hi, everyone. Hi,
Hi.
Chris.
Hi.
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 School. So before I get started, me and School will be getting it in on Twitter. We be back. We be talking junk from 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. Okay, if she up, I'm up. We getting it in. So what I wanted to say is I wanted to start with Miss Gobbleneck. I've never liked her from the beginning. Now I think that she's been put on a pedestal that she shouldn't be put on. And that's not her fault. But it's her fault in accepting something that she shouldn't have received. You know you are not of that caliber. So therefore, you work on yourself, make yourself a better woman, make yourself a better mother, and then you ascend to that level. Okay? You don't just take a title because it's given to you. Okay? Just like a hierarchy. You ain't ready, you can't step on this pedestal. Point blank period. All right? I heard Ples and Bishop say something about Atlanta. We don't want her here. I'm in Atlanta. Hey, how you doing? I'm originally from North Carolina, raised from North Carolina. I got on my 28376 shirt. Okay? I'm 30 minutes out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I'm a military brat. I live in Atlanta now. I'm a chef. We don't want her here. We don't want no scammers here. Okay? Because let me tell you something. She come up in here, they're going to eat her up and they're going to chew out and spit her and send her right back to what she was. Because she does not have the mental capacity to do what scammers do. Now, scammers, they scammers. Don't agree with them. But they are calculating. You are a type of person that goes into a show and lets someone lead you. That's not a scammer. The scammers stay up on scams. They make new scams. They do what they do. If you're a follower and you don't even know where you're going, you can't be no scammer down here. They're going to, like I said, chew you up and spit you out. Plain bait to the period. And you're going to be sitting there looking like, okay, well, what happened? What's going on? I don't understand. So I need for her to work on herself as an adult, because I'm only 29. I know I'm in that millennial. I'm right on the cusp of it, okay? I think older, raised by older generations. I sat around them, got their wisdom, still get their wisdom. She did not do the work that she needed to do, and it's sad. That's my thing. Next to the people that took Karen, love her, always adored her. She is the type of woman that I would have sat around and been like this right here. Girl, what you got to say? Okay, well, what business I need to? Okay, but okay, because I need her to be in my ear. Had Turkey Neck did what she needed to do and been a loyal friend, she would have gotten that same wisdom from her. And maybe she did, but she got onto this show and decided that I don't need you anymore. Dumb. dumb. You don't go against your elders. Not to say Karen's elderly. Her wisdom gives you that. You know what I mean? You always want to be around someone that has longevity in whatever they do, from her marriage to her businesses to learning about things that you don't know. You don't want to just X them out. And for you to do that, that makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why you would go against someone and now you're surprised when, they got something to say about you. You've been telling this woman all your secrets and all your woes and what you're going through and this and the third, and you expect for her not to come back at you, and you've been coming at her. You throw a rock, expect for a rock to be thrown back at you. And okay, you didn't know when it was going to be thrown, but you should have known it would have been thrown. I don't understand why people, and especially women, feel the need to go against one another like that. If I'm cool with you, I'm cool with you. I don't care who else is around me. This is my friend. You're not going to speak about my friend, and I'm not going to speak about my friend with you. That's not how this works. Point blank. You don't like my friend? That's cool. After a certain time, I might not even be around you because I don't even know you like that. But this is my friend, and she's never done this to me. Right. She's always been loyal to me. So why would I go and frolic with you when I don't know nothing about you?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't get why people do that. I don't understand why she would do that, especially with everything that she's going through down here. Again, I'm in Atlanta. I know a lot. I'm actually really close to Dr. EVA. And when she was on the show yesterday, I was like, hey, girl. Hey, Dr. EVA. I was shouting for her in here.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I'm like, yes, girl.
She's amazing. I love
her. She's so doggone dope. And when it comes to plays, I'm a psych major. So when Plays speaks, I have a whole different understanding of what she's saying because that's what I do. I don't practice it as she does not practice it, but I do use it in marketing for my business. So it was useful. You know what I mean? But I get when Plays is coming from a certain place and other people don't get it, they don't get it in the chat. And I don't care if y'all like me, no way or not either. So it is what it is on that. But I understand where she's coming from, and I always want to see it from the other side. That is just what I do. But I can't see it from the other side with Gizelle. I cannot. For a grown woman to act like she's 12, she has not evolved as a person. She has not evolved as a woman. She has not evolved as a mother. She's a great mother, but she's teaching her children something that her daughter, something they shouldn't have to learn. They should never have to learn those lessons that they're learning from her. And it's ridiculous and it's unsavory in my opinion.
It is. Chef, thank you so much for calling in tonight. You need to call in more often, girl.
I will. I'll text you, and then me and School, but we gonna get it popping. We got our drinks. We ready. I know she's gonna be ready. We gonna meditate in the morning, and I get up with Bishop because I see Bishop on, and I get up with Prince, and I get up with Princess. And hey, myself, I'm sorry I didn't see you. Hey,
she be cooking.
But all three of us, we at the doggone food all day.
Okay. All right, Miss Chef.
Have a good one. I'll be
You
here.
too. Bye.
All right, see.
Okay. All right, John. Let me see who I'll bring on. I'm gonna bring on Rachel. Oh, Rachel.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Can
you hear me? I like your braids.
Thank you. I did it myself,
Really nice.
Thank you. Boy, Shanitra was so fun. I was over here just cracking up. She had some really funny but factual things because this new info about Miss Gizelle, that's very interesting. I hope she gets some help, echoing Mr. Samuels. For real. That's just sad. That's just sad. Miss Latoya, she's doing a lot, I think. And I think Kenya is really using her because Kenya is smarter than her. And I think she's kind of using her to do her dirty work a little bit, you know. Also, and I'm sorry, Drew. I think when she texted Drew that information, I think she was testing the waters to see exactly how this plot line was going to go, because she know it was going to ruffle some feathers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really do think so. And I have a strong possibility that Kenya is plotting all of the Brooklyn can't be seen anymore stuff, because it's just weird. You know, it just seems weird.
I'm gonna have to stop you, Rachel.
Yeah.
Do you have this audio playing someplace else in your, like, is it playing someplace else? Is another window open or phone on with the YouTube playing?
I closed something else, but it was muted already. Do you still hear something?
Because that creates feedback, like how I sound now.
Okay, so I clicked it off.
Okay.
It's just the streaming yard that I have on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is that better?
Here's some feedback. I don't think Kenya's doing anything. That's a legit thing. It actually happened on the Real Housewives of New Jersey as well.
Mm-hmm.
Both parents have to sign off on the child appearing.
That's true. But yeah. I'm thinking more so that Kenya is just telling production, not necessarily producing paperwork from the court, but just saying, well, I need you to block her out, you know, just because, you know, things are heated right now. Maybe not necessarily being true, because that also creates a little storyline for her too. It's just, she's too shady to trust the obvious. That's all I'm saying with Kenya.
Okay. Yeah, it's the best.
Those cute glasses.
All right, Miss Rachel. You take care. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye, honey. Yeah, that was, I don't know what that was. I'm gonna add Chris to the stream. Hey, Chris.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
So, well, first, hello to everyone that's there. But where do I start? Where do I begin? I'm gonna start with Sheree and Latoya. Latoya, we're gonna need you to get some more braids, because you done had them braids since the airing of the show. You done had them braids since the show done premiered and came on. Next week we'll be on what, episode 7 or 8, plus the bye week that they had in between episode 3 and 4. So she done had them braids a minute. She needs to go to get those took out. So yeah, let's move on to Sheree. I understand she may have felt slighted and shaded, but honey, have you got that back child support from Bob to get that printer right? Did you get that $3,000 that Phaedra gave back to you back from when you didn't retain her for the court case? You could have used that money to get some printer ink. You could have used that stimulus check to get Chateau Sheree back together, because there may be mold. There may be. And as for Kenya and Latoya, they're probably drinking the same thing as Gizelle. All of them are confused and all over the place and ditzy. Kenya can hold it together, but eventually she's going to have to find a new storyline too. And my thing is, I like Kenya. I do. You know, I used to live for her, but Kenya, it's like every time it's something else with her, and I can't even take it. I can't even take it. Yes. And then we move to Jazelle, and y'all want to know the real reason why she's drinking? Because she has no storyline. Now that Monique is off the show, who are they going to go after all the time? Who are they going to shade? Because they talked about Monique so bad when she got in the little car accident. Remember when she had the 4 glasses of martini or something, or the bottle of wine? They dogged her out so bad. But now it's coming out she's drinking. Maybe it's because of that heat that I heard on the curb that they're trying to bring 2 new housewives in for the new season. Because I heard about that. One of the other gossip pages were talking about that a couple weeks ago. They planned on bringing 2 new people in. Maybe.
Chris, we actually broke that tea on this channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see here, but I know I saw it somewhere else.
Yeah. I know
Okay.
they took it and ran with it, but yeah, came here. Mm-hmm.
Heard it here first.
And, you know, Bravo has always tried to protect Gizelle. That's why we don't really get nothing on her life. You know, Gizelle and what's her name? Ruben? Roller skate? Robin, that's her name. Robin, there we go. Robin and Gizelle are just like Oprah and Gail. They're conspiring together. They're in cahoots. They're doing all this and that. Please. And we're not even gonna go back to Wendy, Methuselah, Wendell, Phaedra's sister. Okay, Wendy. My thing is, if she got caught for conning, maybe her and Phaedra got hooked. You know, they have so many degrees, and Phaedra had Apollo, and he went to prison for embezzlement and getting money. She was probably joining him on the side. You know, all of them were probably conspiring. Maybe that's how she got on Housewives. Maybe, you know, she's the new Phaedra. You know, maybe she'll come up with some big explosive lie that'll get her kicked off the show, because she's not going to be up there long. You know, she will be better off as friend of the show. She comes in and out, you know, because we know she needs her check. She's already gotten 15 shades lighter. She's going to wind up like Nene here in the future if she keeps going. Nene started out dark with a different nose. By the time Nene came and ended her time on Housewives, she had a blonde wig. She was whiter than Mayola's milk. We didn't know what was going on. You know, she had $50,000 veneers and she was very rich and you could tell her nothing. Maybe Wendy's going down the same road. So I don't know. And Wendy Williams and her husband, I just hope she wakes up, because she needs to move on with her life. And as far as her movie is concerned, if she does the same job with her movie as they did on Aaliyah, and then what they're on Whitney Houston, biopic number 15,468, you know, she just needs to find another job, because it's not for her. And she says she's been doing it 12 years. Maybe it's time to give it up. Maybe Wendy has ran her course and it's time for her to move on. And that's all I have to say.
Well, that was a mouthful.
Well, okay. How about that? Tell us how you really feel.
A mouthful, I might say. But yeah, check out that video. I will link it below, because I said a whole lot in that. I spilled a lot of RHOPT. I talked about the 2 new housewives that they were looking for and gave some names. So go check that out.
And she drops an article every day on Twitter, about 20 of them a day.
Oh, about 8 blogs. Yeah, we publish it.
I just hope Sheree gets her money up. You know, September, spring, summer. You know, she's the only housewife I've heard confuse a month of the year with the season. She probably meant to say winter, spring, summer, but it came out September, spring, summer. But, you know, she's been going through crisis. Like I said, she hasn't got that child support back from Bob that she's been fighting about every season. She has, you know, Phaedra probably gave her that little $3,000 back, but she spent it because her water bill was due. As I know, as big as that building is, she's running a circus.
Ooh.
I mean, last we saw, her basement wasn't even done. It probably still isn't done. That's why she got mad again.
It's done.
Bye, friend. You have a good night.
He cooking, man.
She's been waiting all
I
long.
like that thing.
Hey, how you doing, Alexis?
You know, I had to do we talking about Sweet Wendy. But I'm not gonna get to her first. I'm gonna try to go front to back. But 1 second before I forget, please, I did do a blog about that WAP, and I thought about doing one about Throat Baby, but I was a little confused, and I had to ask people. I was like, this seems a little demeaning. But I asked the guys, and they were like, no, that means we like you. And I'm like, what? So I'm still kind of on the fence of how to write that. I was like,
that's the issue. They like to throw babies, but when the women were singing about how, you know, how well lubricated they were, the men didn't like that, but they like a good guzzler.
I know. I like a good. I like a good WAP. Now let's be real.
From the 7-Eleven. Okay, so let's start off. Miss Karen, Auntie Karen, mother, I am living for her. And I think she's holding a lot of secrets. And that, you know, on the last season on the reunion, she said, well, I was waiting on my parents to kind of, you know, not watch the show before I go, you know what I'm saying, in. And so now she's feeling herself, and then she's got her hair done, and she's got her arsenal that's ready. I think she is going to come out killing this season, and I am waiting on it. Now, Miss Jazelle, yes, it's been COVID when you ain't getting no peen and you've been sitting by yourself. Look, I done seen my kids get some before I got some. Okay, you feel kind of lonely. Okay, you've been feeling like everybody else getting some but me. Okay, the women in the church getting your husband before you. You might have a drink or two or three or four or a bottle, whatever you got to get. So I understand she probably done bought up the liquor store. It's okay. It's okay. Now, when Dr. Wendy Osefo, we're gonna have a bet. And I'm going to get a pool so next season we can see how many times she mentioned, I have 4 degrees. She might have 5 degrees by next season. Whoever knows, you know what I'm saying? Once you get the first 2, it only take about 15 hours to get the other ones, okay? And a long paper. So she'll be okay. I want to see Eddie. That poor man, he's lonely. He's lonely. Okay, so he went and got him some coochie somewhere, allegedly. That's what I feel, that he went out here and got him some. That skin lightening, honey, do you? But as far as my opinion on her coming back, I'm like gone with the wind. Frankly, my darling, I don't give a damn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next, my big sis, Wendy. You was wrong this morning for talking about that, baby.
How you doing?
I was into it. When you talking about slut shaming, okay, there are degrees to whoredom. I was reading in the chat. First of all, this lady, Sheree, used to work for Wendy. Charlemagne the God, if you go about 2 years back, like when all this dropped and she was pregnant, he spilled all the tea that he used to want to talk to her. And then Kelvin got mad that they was talking, and he took her from Charlemagne, and they had been talking ever since and was spending Wendy's money. And eventually Wendy knew about it, but she just didn't do anything about it. So she was footing the bill to be for her husband and his mistress for a very long time. Like most women do. You can do whatever you want to do. Just don't embarrass me. I'm going to kill you. We'll talk about it. Don't embarrass me. I'm going to kill you. I think she still miss him a little bit. Hey, Calvin. God darn it. She had the cup. She said, hey, Calvin. Like she just got her piece last night from him, or he finna call her and get some tonight. His old dried up peen. I wouldn't want it no way. Go and get you a young man. That's why she dating, because she looking for that piece that she could call in the middle of the night. You get a young boy, you buy him a pair of Jordans, and you give him a couple of dollars and an outfit. Honey, he'll blow your back out. That's all you need, okay? Go on about your business, okay? Who else are we talking about? I've done things about Future. He's a trash bag. Sierra, when she had that 25th baby by him, that just showed you what she like trash. But her and that Russell Wilson and Futures, that's a whole nother conversation. But he's trash. But you could obviously know he laying pipe for the women to keep slanging it and laying with him. To keep, you know, he got all these babies by all these mamas, and you say, "Oh, all the baby mamas get along. We okay?" No, we not okay. Go on somewhere with your dirty peen, and go on somewhere with that. That's a whole nother conversation. And lastly, who's the last person we talked about? I don't forgot, but I'm gonna tell y'all. Do not put me behind Sinitra no more. Now she come in here reading so fast that I can't even get the book open. Okay, she had me under this desk. Okay, I was scared. I thought she was gonna come talk about me in a minute, and then she
right.
my mama and my greasy grandma and my greasy granddaddy. Okay, she ain't no joke.
No, ma'am. Don't play.
I thought she
Definitely got
found
to
out.
stay on her good side, baby.
I know. I felt red. I had to look at myself for a minute.
Yeah, I like.
I had to hold on to this little wig. I was like, "Oh my goodness, I know it's gonna be retired, but goodness gracious, girl!"
Right? I'm like, did she talk about 2012? I'm like, God, did she talk about?
That Drew situation. Don't be coming for us, content creators.
Yeah.
Work on YouTube. If you do it right, you can get a pretty coin. Okay. Oh, Latoya and Sheree. That's what I was gonna say lastly. Look, I just bought some equipment to make some clothes and some other stuff. My clothing line will be out before the joggers of Sheree. Okay. If you had to bet on it, you can bet all your paycheck on it that I'll have some clothes out before Sheree does, okay? And she was wrong for her calling her ghetto. I think Latoya knows who to hit at. She's trying to make her place on the show. She's trying to keep her place on the show, and she's very calculated, honey. I will watch a read session with her, but I don't think she won't none of Sheree because Sheree's so soft and subtle with the bone collection. Yeah, she'll cut your head off before you even know that you didn't cut.
Mm-hmm. Good points. Good points. Good point. All right, girl.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll see you later, Alexis.
Good night, Bishop.
Sally.
You talk about Sally. Oh,
get wrong. Oh my God. Bye, boo. Bye, boo.
Good night,
Good night, my love. I'm gonna bring Dila. Okay, I'm gonna bring Stout on real quick, and then before we get out of here, hey.
How's everybody?
Doing good.
Good. Let me see. Let me start off with Karen Hooker. Yeah, she has some ammo for Gizelle this next season. I really believe that, just in the way that she is so reserved and, like Marcella said, so classy. She don't have to give out all her tea at once. But the way Jazelle treated Karen the first few seasons was horrific. I would be in my living room watching the show, and I would cringe at the way she would insult Karen and the comments she would make about Karen. I thought to myself, one day Giselle's going to get what she deserves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because no one can go at a person that long and not reap the repercussions of their actions. So I'm looking forward to Karen, not so much getting even, but letting Gizelle have what she deserves. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Giselle's a very nice person for whatever reason that may be, whether it's upbringing, whether it's childhood trauma, or I don't know what it is, but I don't think she's a very good person based on the way she's behaved. And let me see, who was the next person that we talked about? I'm going to skip on to Latoya and Kenya. They're a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
They found each other. They clicked. They have sort of the same reaction to things and similar mindsets. The only thing is Kenya has a little bit of an upper hand because she's been doing this for quite a while, and she's the greater manipulator. So she can, like another caller said, she can kind of push Latoya out there on the ledge and let Latoya kind of create her own damage or calamity because she's been there before. I don't think that it's going to fare well for Kenya. I think Latoya is probably going to outshine Kenya in the end.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because Latoya is fast. She's a quick learner. She's quick-witted. She's a younger version of Kenya. So she's looking. Exactly. She's looking for the fame. So we'll have to sit back and watch and see what happens. I love you guys so much. Marcella, I've been waiting to get a chance to say hello to you. I've met Pledge, Schoolboy, and Bishop, and of course the Queen, Monica. But I've been waiting to get a chance to say hello to you, and that I love your spirit and I love your genuineness.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, I'm going to let you guys go because it looks like you got a pretty big lineup, Monica. So I'll be back in the future, though, for sure.
All right. Sounds good. You have a great evening.
All right. You too.
All right, y'all. We're going to wrap up tonight's show in a nice little bow. Ples, how can we find you?
Hey y'all, you can find me on Instagram at scared_of_beautiful and on YouTube at Scared of Beautiful. Spaces, no periods. If you can't find it in the search on YouTube, just go to my Instagram bio and click the link. Schoolboy, you're up.
Oh, my bad. I'm going for the pause. Okay. Y'all know where y'all can find me. Y'all been finding me. Y'all have really been finding me. School_boy on YouTube. Of course, same handle on Twitter. On Instagram is school_boy_2021.
Y'all can go ahead and follow Schoolboy and Plez as well. The Bishop, where can they find you?
You can find me on The Bishop on YouTube. You can also find me on IG and Twitter at Bishop Red Pill.
All right, now go find the Bishop.
What'd you say?
Barry White. You know.
He hypnotizing the followers, child. He hypnotizing the ladies. Come follow me. Come hither.
Come on, that drop a voice. You can come follow me. I am the Bishop. All right, Marcella, where can they find you?
Every day you can find me on my Facebook page, all of the Real Housewives quotation discussion, or when I get my followers, you can find me on YouTube, Speak with Your Girl Marcella. I'm on every day on the Real Housewives discussion at noon. It's called Lunch Break.
Ooh, I like that. I like the lunch break. And you, Marcella, I mean, the whole entire panel, y'all, just go follow these group of people. They're beautiful, funny, intelligent, kind-hearted.
Thank you.
Follow them. All right, teacups, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I love you all. We love you all. Mods, thank you for holding down the chat, keeping the crowd under control. Everyone that sent in a super chat or a cash app, thank you so much. We appreciate you helping to keep the lights on. I need y'all to stay safe out there and be blessed. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, doing the same thing, spilling the tea, spilling the hot tea. Man, I got some stuff in the vault, and I don't know. Let me go luxuriate in a bubble bath tonight and think about what I want to pull out the vault tomorrow.
Come on, luxuriate. Come on.
Luxurious bubble bath.
I'm good at listening to that throat song. I got to hear that.
Oh, baby.
Marcella, if you do that, you need to send me you need to do a reaction, like small video. And girl, I want to see you listen to that song.
Marcella.
Last week I heard it was neck. Now it's throat. Oh, I got the neck in.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. On that note, Marcella got to go get her throat and neck in, child. It's about that time, y'all. Bye. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.